What do you think?
You asked me about I care do I care about politics, right? Politics, okay? Politics or politics?
Politics.
Politics.
Yeah.
Politics.
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 What do you think about that?
Politics. Okay, actually I care, but I'm a normal person. So I just care something really small around me. Really, like, I'm gonna do something that like in my ability. Okay, and the big thing, I'm gonna let it. I'm gonna let it to people in the government to deal with that. I said that right. I'm gonna let it to like people in the government.
Let them deal with it. You're gonna let them deal with
No,
it.
but how about the sentence? I'm gonna let it to.
I'm gonna let them deal with it. I'm gonna let the government deal with it
I'm gonna let
because
the government
they
deal
are
with
they are like these magical people that live in the sky.
No,
people
they're
that are
not
not
magical
they're
people.
magical. We can never talk to them. They're not people. We can't talk to them, right?
I do say
Right.
that I just care something in my I just do something in my ability. Ability.
What is your ability? What is the limit of your ability? What is the potential of your ability? What is your influence from your ability?
Em phạm vi nó làm sao?
Because that is more
How
important.
is that?
It's very important to understand about the butterfly effect, the
Okay,
domino
so
effect.
I just want to do something that like I can do like in my ability. Like take care of myself, my family, my friends around me first. Then so when I
Live
do
happily
well,
ever after at the
when
end,
I do
then you
well,
can help
then I'm
other
gonna
people.
keep thinking about something like bigger.
He lives in a fairy tale world. He wants to live happily ever after,
Can I
like
say that
in a
right?
legend.
When
I wanna live happily ever after. I wanna marry a princess and live in a castle. Then after that, then I'll help the world. I'll help the world after all my dreams come true. After the world is perfect, then I'll help the world become perfect after it's already perfect. Which, if it's already perfect, why do I need to help it anyway? But the only way I can be happy is if the whole world can be happy, so that I can have a happily ever after, the end kind of story. And this is what this guy is saying. It's a philosophy of I have to take care of myself first, which is something that a lot of people heard. A lot of people hear it all the time, where they believe that they have to take care of themselves first before they can help other people. But unfortunately, that is a narrative that is not going to help people, because it makes a lot of people very passive. And what this guy has is this idea of a like gamification. Gamification is it's like trivial. It's very trivial.
So like, can I use this word? I'm gonna do something in my extent. Do it myself. Yeah. So which one is better to use it? The scope. Let's scope. Scope là kiểu về kiến thức mà. Đúng rồi. Không nghe. So scope. So would you? Scope or extend? Which one is better? I mean, I want to do something in my scope or in my extend.
I understand that you can only do things to an extent. There's a limit. There's a boundary. There's a wall
So
to your ability.
Right? So I want
There's
to
a
keep
know
about that,
however,
firstly, I want to know which word is right
it's
to use.
misguided. Your understanding of your limit and your potential is
But like,
greatly
which word
misguided.
I should use the
It's
extend
greatly
or scope?
misguided.
Extend?
Your scope has to do with a variety of things and options that you have at the table.
If you don't say that, I never talk to you for sure. So extend or scope, which one is better? Joey.
This man just made a threat to me. Sometimes he likes to say things. This guy, he says things like, "Oh, if you don't do this, I will do this." but then he never does it. So everything he says is totally falsified. His credification, his credibility is declined, greatly declined. It's very, very sad.
Ủa nó không bán ao dòng dời á mày. Giờ mày mới nói. Nàng nói thì rực má dòng đâu ghê chứ. Ừ. Em nghe nó giống như dòng Mỹ mà nó nhỏ, không biết dòng ai cứ giống người Mỹ á. Chúng ta không có chơi.
All this guy has to do is just copy what I say and figure it out. You can definitely figure it out. You got a brain and you can figure it out. Because you can watch the way that I use the word and you can use the word in the same way. That's all he has to do.